Hey, my name is Lance with Red Rock Real Estate. Did a road trip to all the new communities that Ence Homes is building, and I wanted to just get some footage of what the neighborhoods look like, try and get you some information on the homes themselves, and hopefully save you some time if you're planning on coming out to see homes. It took me probably 3 hours to drive through all the neighborhoods, so if this saves you time, that's all I'm hoping to do. So we started in the west side of St. George at DeVario. The first neighborhood we went to is Verano Vistas. Their price range is between $450,000 up to $573,000. I know with Ence, they have their standard features, and their average upgrade with all the homes they build, they average about $40,000 to $50,000 in upgrades, typically in the kitchen or the flooring of the home. This is a very convenient location. It's near the Sunbrook Golf Course and community. Bluff Street exit is about 10 minutes away. And this is the neighborhood right here. There's really great views. If your backyard is facing north, you can see Snow Canyon State Park and the Red Mountains back here. The area is sort of hilly, so the homes can be they can be elevated over the other ones. There's a lot of areas to take advantage of the views here. This is the model home. Carefree Homes is also building up here. They build a similar quality home. I like Carefree. They have great customer service, and they use 2x6 on the exterior walls for the structure. You can see we're going up a hill right here, so a lot of these yards have views. This is exit 2 off I-15, Southern Parkway. Desert color. They have Big Shots Golf. They're going to put in grocery store and a movie theater. They're also, I believe they plan on doing golf cart trails, so anybody that lives in this community can drive their golf carts over to the commercial stuff. Just kind of a cool idea. Okay, so if you get off the exit River Road, this is what it looks like. You just go under the freeway and you take a right into the community. And that puts you at White Trails. White Trails starts, their price range is between $299,000 up to $436,000. They actually make an 800 square foot home. That's the one that's $299,000. And their largest floor plan in here is 2,400 square feet, typically a 2-story home. They are squeezed together pretty tight, and they don't have a huge yard, but they have enough that you could have pets and stuff like that. It would work okay, but probably not a pool in the backyard. This community has a pickleball court and a cornhole set up right here as part of the amenities. And they've really only built out this street so far, so there's more phases to come. All of these communities have an HOA. The highest I saw was about $85 a month, and they're pretty hands-off. They just take care of the landscaping and the front landscaping. I don't think they do the backyard. You'd probably need to set something up with them on that, or get a private company to do that, third-party company. This community is White Sands. Their HOA is $30 a month. Not a lot of information on what that covers. We'd have to look in the CCRs for that. But this neighborhood has more space in between the houses. You can get RV parking here. And potentially a RV garage. The streets felt pretty wide, doesn't feel too tight in there. Okay, here's Sand Ridge. It's just further east, same community, they're all right there together. So this end of the community, their price ranges between $435,000 up to about $600,000. Like, keep in mind the upgrades can be, people can go well into $100,000 over this base price with upgrades depending on what they do. 3-car garages, there's an RV garage, so they allow those in this community. And I do see RV parking on a lot of the homes. I was explaining right here that you can see the Arizona Strip. That's going to be a nice view over here. That's your backyard, Arizona. And here's the other angle from the highway. This is the neighborhood we were just in. So this is what it looks like on this side. Heading east on Southern Parkway. This community is called Desert Canyons. It's been in progress for the last few years. They have one restaurant so far, but you're going to be driving to the grocery stores if you end up living here, about 10 minutes away to the nearest grocery store. It's a nice community. They have some pretty good views over there as well. And we head further east. We're going to Washington. And there, it was just pretty, so we got a lot of video of this drive. You can also access these couple of neighborhoods, Red Trails and Red Sands, Red Waters, from Washington and from the I-15. We just happen to be on this side, on the southern side. Long Valley Road is going to be full of houses. D.R. Horton bought all the land, and they're going to put a community together just like Desert Color. You'll have a lot of different amenities like pools and the clubhouse, lazy river, a lot of townhomes and multifamily and also single family. This is where Red Waters is located. It's on the east side of Washington. And these ones are close together. They're priced lower. You have the price ranges between $378,000 up to about $560,000, with homes from 1,200 square feet up to 3,300 square feet. The houses are pretty close together. The yards are big enough for a pet, not big enough for a pool. Also, S&S is building in this community. And then straight ahead is a public park and a green belt. These houses are unique because they are building, on a lot of the floor plans, they have a casita, which has a kitchenette, a bedroom, and its own bathroom, and a separate entrance a lot of the time. RV garages also in this neighborhood. Red Mesa is built by New Trend Construction. I think these houses are the best quality out of the three builders in this area. They have really nice finishes on the exterior. They have the paver driveway. These houses are actually elevated up, I guess, on the next street over. So you're looking over the other neighborhoods, which is nice. You'll get the view. However, these are pretty close together. The yards are not huge. I did notice they did artificial grass in the front and back of all of these homes, so there'd be no maintenance there. But New Trend Construction, I typically see accent walls, upgraded kitchens, upgraded flooring and carpet. Just overall, a little bit higher quality, and you're pretty close to the same price if you consider the upgrades that you would do with the other production builders. There's 3 homes available in this neighborhood right now, all priced around $600,000. And we're leaving the neighborhood. This is the park, green belt, and I believe that's a retention pond. We're heading back over to Southern Parkway. It's Interstate 7. One thing I will mention on this neighborhood is you have the landfill. I pointed it to the right, and those houses are about a mile away from the landfill. Sand Hollow Golf Course, beautiful. You got the red sand, red cliffs, and very green grass. They have yoga every Saturday. They hold a lot of events out here, and they have some nightly rental condos, and then also some single family nightly rental communities, and a couple of just residential. They actually switched back over to residential on some of the community, which was sort of a fiasco for people. That's the community for our Sand Hollow. Those are the nightly rental condos. You have to use Sand Hollow's property management company in there, and they charge 40% right now. So that's quite a bit. This is Sand Hollow off to the right. You can rent boats, jet skis. There's a large beach on the south end, and they hold a lot of events during the summer out there. It's really nice. That's the entrance to Sand Hollow, and just a little further down the street is the entrance to Sodero. Sodero has 1,200 square foot houses up to 2,300 square foot homes. Looks like they're all single level homes, and they're priced between about $400 up to about $550. RV garages are allowed, which makes sense out here because you'd probably want to put your boat in here if you go to the lake or your side-by-sides. Great views. Maps hasn't really caught up with what's being built in here, but there are some roads in here now. New water park they're putting in down the street. There's a beach and like a pond or a lagoon, I guess you could call it. And some slides they're putting up. It's much needed for down here. It's hot in the summer. We drove through Hurricane. Here's a view of the main street in Hurricane. It's State Street right here. All right, now we're gonna head back over to the west side of St. George, but more north than where we started. So I'm just kind of showing the path of where you go, get off the freeway, and then you take a right and go up to this Red Hills Parkway. Once you follow Red Hills Parkway, you'll land on Bluff Street, and then you head north. It's not too far, about 6 miles, 7 miles. And all these houses are in Pocket Mesa. S&S and Ence are both building in here. Similar priced homes, similar size. And you're right on top of Snow Canyon State Park. The benefit of being up here, I would say, is it's a little cooler in the summer, but it's not cold enough where you're gonna have snow all the time either. These are all nightly rental condos right off the exit. Then you go a mile or two down the road and you get into the residential. There's their model home. It's hard to see. This time of day it was kind of hazy and you couldn't see the colors of the mountain, but Snow Canyon has very red rocks, and that's usually what you can see when you're in this neighborhood. I don't think you'll fit a pool in these yards. Most people put in a hot tub. This is an S&S home. That one had an RV garage. Those ones are bigger, and more in the $1 million range. This is the road you'd have to take if you don't need to go shopping. Just go right back down Bluff Street. It's probably about a 10-minute drive to get to the closest shopping. And then you can go down Sunset Boulevard or keep going down Bluff and go into downtown St. George. And I'll show on the Google Earth kind of where you go there. So this is Pocket Mesa, where we were just at with the flat top houses. You just drive straight down that road and you're in town. You can go to the grocery store and everything else. I'll be making more of these videos for the other builders in town. If you have any suggestions, I'll have my contact info in the description. Again, my name is Lance Oborn, and if there's any specific communities that I can scope out for you, let me know.